Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Simply Investing. What a crazy month January was, right? Last day of trading for the month and we just skyrocketed, so I hope you guys made money. I certainly made lots of money on my positions. My positions were simply Bank of America, a little bit of GoPro, a little bit of Fitbit, kind of just riding the cheap values there. GE, Ford, PPL, AT&T, and JetBlue. And boy, did I have a gain yesterday. I was buying all those stocks. I think if it wasn't for yesterday, I would have probably ended the month with a loss, but I managed to squeak out a gain of 4.5%. So I kind of beat the market, being that the market for the month was 6% down. So I'm kind of happy about that. With the Robinhood app, you know, the Robinhood experience, it's up by about 2.5% for the month. So it's not bad. Not bad. It's really hard to tell. I mean, that's the best guess I have. I have to kind of go back and really analyze where and when I bought, because I was buying a lot on the downturn, so that kind of skewed the percentages of their thing. Although they're when they try to give you your percentages, they seem to get a little better with how accurate it is, but it still glitches from time to time. Still has a few glitches from time to time. So I want to talk about the reason why I was up. The main reason why I was up was because I didn't lose control and start selling with the rest of the people. If I sold like everyone else did, I would have lost a lot more. I would have lost a lot of money. But I decided to buy when everyone else was selling. So that allowed me to get stocks for relatively cheap. I mean, I was picking up Bank of America stocks for as low as $12.90 was the lowest that I recorded purchase I saw. But most an average of $13.50. So what does that mean? That means when it shoots up, when it starts to shoot back up, I will have significant profits. Now, what I also was buying was a lot of high dividend yield stocks that were at cheap, like AT&T. I was buying up AT&T at around between $33 and $34 a share. I was buying AT&T up. What is AT&T now? $36.06. So you figure, you buy 1,000 shares at $33, it goes up $3. There you go, you just made $3,000. Not to mention that I'm getting a huge dividend payout on the 1st of February. So, and I think many of you still have a question, like, why are you only buying dividend stocks right now? Because it's very hard. It's very hard to find good value stocks. And there are a lot of value stocks out there. And I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to retract my answer on Facebook, but I still think Facebook has a long-term problem. But short-term, you should buy Facebook now, because probably in 3 or 4 years, that sucker's going to be about $800-900 a share. I just got this pit in the feeling stomach. I would buy it no matter what the price is, just keep buying and buying and buying it. After a year of doing that, I would cut off buying and just leave it as is. And start hedging potential losses in other areas. Now, oil companies are a great buy right now, but people who provide energy based off of oil are also really good. So people like PPL, anything like PSE&G, things of those natures, those little local power companies are going to do very, very, very well with lower gas prices, lower crude oil prices, considering that most of them provide oil energy for individual homes and also need oil for providing energy from oil power plants. So I foresee companies like that are going to do exceptionally well. Also, I'm not too sure about what's going to happen on the internet, in the tech world right now. My best bet is to bet Apple in the long term, because I have a funny feeling that they're going to come out with something crazy. And they're just going to blow it out of the water. My next bet is, of course, Facebook. But I'm kind of also interested to see what Amazon's going to do. Because I think this is the first time where, their stock's starting to go down. Like heavily, because I think investors are finally getting tired of the all revenue, no profits scenario. It's like I don't even know how they sustain a business like that, but they're doing it. Now, can Amazon be a buy? It could be. I mean, who knew 20 years ago that they'd be here? But you can never know. You can't predict the future on what companies do. You can only best analyze and take it from there. Now, something that's also that's probably surprising people and still hasn't shot up is Ford. Ford is still in the $11 range, and it really should be at $25 a share. And I'm not saying $25 a share in a year. I'm probably saying $25 a share in 2-3 years, but it definitely shouldn't be at 11. They had a great profit run. People are buying their cars more, and on top of that, their cars are coming along. They're actually better. They're actually providing something that consumers want, which is great for them, because they finally figured it out and they're starting to do it. Plus, on top of that, they pay a huge dividend. It's almost 50% of the value of the stock. It's like, well, it's not 50%, but it is roughly 25% of the stock. So if you really want to think about it, you can buy a lot of shares of Ford right now, and guess what? You can make your money back just off the dividends in 4 years. And I have a feeling that in 4 years they're going to do better anyway. I have a feeling the stock market's going to slump. We're going to have a bit more of a crash, because we're aiming for one in March. So I think there would be a good bet to add to your list of dividend stocks to invest in. And on another note, I think your side strategy right now, your main focus should be buying cheap dividend stocks and building a base value, base 10 stocks that will provide significant dividends. What I mean from that is, your goal when you're buying dividends is should be able to make $1 million a quarter off of those dividends. That takes a lot of stock, but if you keep buying it cheap, by the time you retire, you should be making a significant amount on your dividends. But with that said, great that you guys are following and asking questions. Keep asking as many questions. It's a free service I try to provide. I will have my fund site up so that you guys can see what I'm actively trading in, what I'm doing. And also, some of you guys have said, do you do options? I mean, don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money in options, but you also lose your shirt in options. That's not my overall strategy. My strategy is to provide consistent returns based off of value-based investing. I try to find undervalued stocks, buy them until I believe that their value is starting to go up, and then I wait and then I sell. Not really interested in this day trading and this options and stuff like that. That said, you guys, good luck on your next month. February is a new month. If you had a loss, post your question. Ask, let me know if it's something you want to do private. Certainly go to my Facebook page and PM me. Go to Simply Investing 2015 and send me a private message so that I can answer your questions discreetly. You know, it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose. We all lose. We all lose. I mean, I can't tell you, for my first 2 years in trading, it was just losses. I was putting money in and it was going. But you got to learn somehow. And learning in the finance world, no one's there to teach you. You kind of have to learn it on your own and make it happen on your own. And you also got to realize nobody wants you to succeed. Even your own family members sometimes may not want you to succeed at it. And it doesn't matter what your end goal is. Is your end goal to get some supplements for supplemental income for your retirement, make a lot of money young, whatever the case may be, you can do it. But you gotta have an open mind. You gotta be willing to learn. You gotta be willing to build your wealth. Take the time and steps to build it. It's gonna take a long time to do it, and you gotta be prepared for the long haul. Also, thank you guys for your support. Over 100 subscribers. Next goal, 200. Love to see us get there. You know, would like to get the Facebook page to over 100 likes. And guys, feel free to go to the Facebook page. That's an open forum for all of this. I will answer as many questions, but the idea is also so that you guys can help each other and talk to each other and research stocks for each other. That's kind of like the whole thing. So having more information always helps you trade a little better. Someone did ask me what are my goals for February, and I can't say like what my goals are for February, because I'm not that type of investor where I want to have a set goal and get there. My goal is just to be positive. I want to be positive for the day, for the month. And I do that by being positive every day, as many days as I can. Now, what you don't see on those ups and downs is that some days I'm steeply down, but and other days my portfolio is rising to the stars. So all I can say is to stay focused, respect the process, follow the process. Don't let emotions take hold, because when you let your emotions manage your money, you will start losing money. With that said, thanks guys. I'll see you next week. I don't know, I have a lot of topics I want to talk about, so there might even be some videos before then. But see you next week. Have fun. Stay focused. If you have questions, go to the Facebook page or comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'll see you next time.